Welcome to the show that takes up no more than 5 minutes of your time, but could help you gain massive real estate knowledge. It's 5 Minutes in Real Estate with best-selling author Shane Willis.
Hello, it's Shane Willis, the Pensacola real estate expert, bringing you this Happy Fridays episode. For those of you who have listened to the podcast for a while or follow us, you know that on Fridays we like to come up with some fun infographics. So if you're getting the tips, tricks, infographics, we got a little fun one for you today. I brought it up for millennials because millennials are representing a huge portion of the first-time home buyer pool. So we kind of titled it, is home ownership closer than you think it is? And I wanted to give you some statistics that came out with the National Association of Realtors that we put in this infographic for you. There were a lot of times, or for the longest time, experts doubted whether millennials are classified as age 18 to 36 right now. They doubted if they valued home ownership as part of the American dream. That was something that a lot of people questioned. I remember a few years ago, there was a huge argument at one of the conferences I was at that says the millennials are like the fluidity of renting, meaning, we can pick up and just move to Denver or pick up and move to the Bay Area, or, they didn't want home ownership, and so that was not kind of part of their dream. Well, maybe that was true at that particular time, but not quite anymore. Morning. So we looked at all the first-time home buyers and what their median age is. Now remember that millennials are age 18 to 36. All the first-time home buyers, from where this data came in, the median age is 32. Millennials. So the average age is 32. Married couples, 57% of that made up buyers. The average age was, you guessed it, 32. This I thought was interesting. Single females made up 18% of first-time home buyers. Single females made up 18% of first-time home buyers, and their average age, 35. Millennial. Unmarried couples made 16%. That's something that I see a lot of millennials doing. They're together, but they're not married. And they're buying houses together. So unmarried couples made up 16%, and their average age was 30. Single males made up 7%. I find that funny. That's like 50% less than the single females. And their average age was 31. So why do I bring this up? First of all, if you are a millennial, happen to be listening to this, well, that goes to show that it's a little on the older side of the millennial scale, meaning most of these are late 20s, early 30s as the average age. But I'm seeing that come into play more and more often. Now, with jobs still a little bit of an issue here, I'm not seeing your young 20s pick up as many properties. Although, I can't tell you how many military customers I'm working with now. They know they're going to be here for 2 years for flight training or for some type of school at the base. So they're buying a house now. They plan on turning it into a rental whenever they move on to their next base. Fantastic plan. They would definitely be classified as the millennials. But I also wanted to bring it up on today's episode because I wanted to talk to sellers who are looking at selling at those first-time home buyer price points. And what do I define as a first-time home buyer price point? Probably anywhere up to about $200,000. So depending on jobs, anywhere up to about $200,000 is probably going to be your first-time home buyer. Some first-time home buyer people would argue that maybe up to $250,000 in our area. All right, if you're listening to this in the Bay Area, San Francisco, and you're going $200,000, you can't get anything for $200,000. You're right, but in our area, you can get a nice little place. Matter of fact, I got a waterfront. It's on a lake coming up at $200,000, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, like 2,000 square foot. So that's going to be a first-time home buyer, probably. As a seller, you need to pay attention to who these first-time home buyers are so that you change your marketing. You need to change your marketing. You don't just throw a sign in the yard, throw a few pictures up. You've got to change your marketing. There's things that millennials respond to much, much better. I've got 2 clients right now. I will be honest. It's foreign to me, but I know this is how they just prefer to communicate. I've talked to them maybe twice on the phone, but we have communicated almost solely through text. Through text, Facebook Messenger. I've sent them a couple of videos from my phone or, YouTube. I had to upload some walkthroughs on YouTube. We're under contract. They're buying a property. I'll be honest, I could be standing next to them in the store and would not know who they were. They just don't want to communicate face-to-face. They wanted to communicate via this technology, and that's fine. They know me because they see my face, but that's the way we want to. And of course, I'll see them at closing. But even the home inspection, they were out of the country. So the home inspector went and did his job. Fantastic. That's all that's necessary. I don't have to be there for that. So as a seller, knowing first-time home buyers are representing a huge part, those are millennials. You need to look at your marketing for that. And if you are a millennial and you're thinking about picking up a property, understand that it's probably a little closer than you think it was. All right, that's all I got for you this nice Friday. Again, if you're getting those infographics, I got a nice little one for you that goes over these numbers. But if you're not getting tips, tricks, links to some of the articles that I recommend or that I put as part of where I get my data from, get over to 5minutesinrealestate.com. It's 5minutesinrealestate.com. Also, if you have not subscribed to the podcast, we're on both iTunes and Google Play. Get over there to your player of choice, hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Would love a nice comment. Finally, as always, I don't ask for any money for these. I do these for free, although it costs me money to put them out. But the one thing I do ask is if you found any value in this or any other episode, I ask that you share it on social media. All right. I wonder how many people are going to go watch Deadpool 2 now. I know I am. Have a great weekend.